Hi everyone, this is Sam Crank the Heart, and I am back with my third video in my little mini-series using the Easy Wonder die number 1 from the Not Too Shabby shop. So, just to recap, I cut this out 3 times. I used Farm Life and Latte Cocoa and Cookies, and then I went ahead and I made a bunch of cards. And so some other things I used for this particular video is the Farm Builder stamp set and die, which is still in the shop, and the ephemera. And so I've got a bunch of cards here that we are going to make. They are very, very easy cards when you use the ephemera. And then I have a little bonus card at the end. And so things got a little mixed up there. No. So I'm just kind of figuring out, what did I do? Because, I set these all up and then things happened. So it's all good. I figured it out pretty quickly. So in that Farm Life paper pad, there is a sheet of paper that is just like a scene. So I knew I wanted to make a card using that one, and I'm making a super, super simple card. It is very, very simple. And so I'm using that scene background. And I'm going to go ahead and put some glue down. And actually right now I'm using the Altenew glue runner. I kind of go between that and my Barely Arts glue. So I have both on my desk. And I do just want to use what I have, So I'm going to place that down. These are all A2 size cards today. And then I have an image. I just cut the bottom shadow off. It's like in a white. And then I put it on foam. The hardest thing I found to make this card was to find a birthday sentiment that fit on that flag. Okay, so for this card, the part of the Easy Wonder die that I am using is that longish flag. And from, let's see, I have a million birthdays, but none the right size, but I did find something that I liked. And that was from a Clearly Besotted birthday stamp set that I had in my stash. And so it fit in that spot, so I went with it. And all I did was take that ephemera piece and cut the bottom shadow off and place that down. And then I've got the flag there with the sentiment already done. And then I just put a little glue on there. So that was a super, super simple card. I think it looks really cute. So there you go. Really easy way of using that Easy Wonder die is to use those flags for your sentiments. And so there is the first card. Now the second card, and I don't know if I'm thinking right now or what, but my second card is also pretty easy, and I'm using the Easy Wonder die, that green gingham that you see there. That is a piece that cuts out of the Easy Wonder die. It's 4 inches across, not 4 1/4. So I have that top piece also cut at 4. I wanted to know if I needed to center it or not. And I already put the sentiment, home is where my hurt is, and that is from that Farm Builder. And then I am using that kind of as grass. So it kind of worked for me there. And I'm going to go ahead and place that right down. And so that is one of the pieces that I'm using from that Easy Wonder die. And then, very simple, I have another one of these sort of farm pieces. And I'm going to put my little, is it a horse? Is it a cow? I don't know. Like, it could be a horse. It could be a cow. I'm going to put that little guy right down there. And I did trim him out from the ephemera piece. It all comes with a white shadow, and sometimes I do trim them. So this one I trimmed the bottom, and then on my cow/horse, pretty sure it's a horse, I just trimmed that one as well because I kind of just like to look. And also I wanted it to be a little bit smaller. So yeah, you absolutely can alter these pieces. That's also on foam. And then I have my 2 flags, and I believe that I did alter one of them. I think that green gingham one I made smaller, so you could absolutely play around with cutting them down if you need them to be a different size. And that's right there. And so there you go. Very simple card today. All the cards today are very, very simple. So there's that one. And then this next one is a little scene that I thought was kind of cute. So there's a lot of papers in this Farm Life that are like really great for making scenes, because you've got this paper that has that blue, almost looks like clouds. And so that one's just going to go right there on the top there. I've already stamped the Farm Life sentiment on the top. And then I have this red gingham piece, which I'm going to go ahead and place on the bottom. And so that came from that Latte Cookies paper pad. So even though it is, I think, designed for winter and the holidays, it does work really well here. So what I've got is I got this cute little pink tractor, and then I have these little eggs. So I found all little eggs, and the tractor is going to be hauling off some milk and some eggs. And so I have a milk jug, which is ginormous. It's a ginormous milk jug. And I've got these little eggs. So I'm going to place the egg kind of like it's peeking out of the truck. These are also giant eggs, too. Maybe they're ostrich eggs. I don't know if they've got a chicken there, but, or a rooster. I don't even know what it is. But, I mean, it's pretty big. So I'm kind of figuring out where I want to place it. And press that down. And then I'm going to go ahead and just place my truck, right over that, or my tractor. That's hauling my giant milk jug and my giant egg. Oops, upside down. And there it is right there. And then I've got my chicken and I've got my eggs. I think it's a chicken. So I've got it so if the eggs are kind of, I don't know if they're falling off, but that they maybe forgot a few, or maybe the chicken just laid them just now. I don't know. But I've got these little eggs that I'm going to have on this card. And just kind of a good way of using up, these randomly small pieces in my ephemera. And then I have this green piece, this little tiny piece cuts from that Easy Wonder die. And I used it as sort of like a box, a mound, something for my, my sign that says Fresh Eggs. So that's kind of what I did with that. And then I am going to go ahead and place my chicken down, which is on foam. And then I've got a couple of flags, which I'm going to stack on top of each other. I think I might have cut one down a little bit so that it would be smaller, because I think they cut the same size. There's 3 flags that cut the same size, so I think I might have chopped that one down a little bit so that it could just layer on top. And so there's my next card right there. And so now we're on to sort of the last card before the bonus card. I have a bonus card because the bonus card, I actually do not use the Easy Wonder die. This is the last card that uses the Easy Wonder die. And then I've used all pieces of that 3 sheets that I cut out. And I like using it this way, where I'm just kind of, finding a way to have those pieces work without just using the Easy Wonder die. I think you know, I think it looks good. So I used a cloud die and just kind of cut like half of it to use for the top of my card. And I've got this long flag, which I'm going to have kind of jetting out of the side there. And my cow is going to sit on that. It's going to ground my cow. And this cow is awfully cute. So that comes from that Farm Life ephemera. And I've got a little sign that says howdy that's going to go right there. So this was a really easy card. And so the only piece that I used from that Easy Wonder die is that long flag and then a short flag, which is going to go actually on the inside of the card. So you also can do inside cards. So when you cut this out, you get 3 flags, which are the same size. You get a small little strip, and then you get a long flag. So sometimes inside of the card is the way to go. So I'm just going to put that on the inside, and that just gives it a little something. You can just write a message inside the card, and then I've got a piece of this kind of roses or floral piece of ephemera, which is just going to go right on top of that flag. All right, now on to the bonus card. So it's a bonus card just because I had everything out and I just wanted to make a card using the Farm Life stamp set without, you know, just kind of the scraps. So these are various pieces that I had laying on my desk for making all of these cards, kind of what's left. So I've got the cow piece, which I'm going to put on the top. And then I have this wood grain paper. And it's going to go there on the bottom. And then, you know, I have a big gap in the middle because they are not the right size for a card. I just cut a strip of black cardstock. It is 5.5 inches across and I don't know, 1.5 inches-ish, 1 3/4 inches about wide. And that is just going to fit right there in that gap. And then I ended up thinking, well, it'll work as a road, right? It's like a piece of asphalt. And so, because if you've been in the country, they don't have, I mean, you know, they might have asphalt, but it's not going to be necessarily paved with like lines and stuff. So that's kind of what that is. So I've got my tractor. I actually asked Alexa what color tractors are. What's cool about this die, if you get the die set that goes with it, the little barn doors open. And I put a little cow ephemera. You have those little hexagon pieces. From that ephemera, I put a little piece in there. So I've got my tree. Color these all in with my Copics. Nothing real fancy. But I think it's a cute little card. And so now I've got this on foam. The barn doors are going to open. And get all the pieces of foam off. I have like little tiny pieces here and there on there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over. And let's see, I've got my little dog. And so my little dog is going to be behind the gate or the fence. So I've got the fence on foam. And the little guy is just behind the fence. There you go. And then I've got my little bush, I guess. Like, I just wanted to use as many pieces as I could from that cute little stamp set. So I got it, and then I just ran out of time to use it. So since I was working on kind of cows and farms, I just thought I would get a chance to really use this stamp set. And so I'm going to put my little cow there. I've got my sentiments. There's my cute little card. So I'm going to give you a little recap of all the cards that I made using the Easy Wonder die. Like I said, I cut it out 3 times. And then these are all the little bits and pieces that I used for my cards. The cards we made today. You can see that is that cute stamp set and die and the ephemera. Here's the Easy Wonder die. And now I'm going to give you a recap of all the other cards that I made using that die. And you can see the variety of cards. Thank you for watching. This is Sandy Crank the Hearts.